I just felt like making some of my old videos, because a lot of them were recorded on my phone and the audio isn't the best, or the picture, or the style. So yeah, I just figured I'd remake them now that I have my mic and my camera, and just hopefully I can make a better version. So yeah, I'm just going to take you through my DVD collection, which is in the bottom two sections of my bookcase. And up here is all my books, but obviously I like films better than books, as you can tell, because 2/3 of it is films. So if I just show you what I've got going in order, there are 2 layers, so there's some in the back as well, and things like this, just random things that ended up there somehow. I think this is the quill pen that I got with my Death Note roleplay book thing. So I'll just put that there because it's its home. And there's also things like this, which I got with the DVD version of The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which is a good film. I'd recommend it. The soundtrack is amazing for this. It's one of the best soundtracks, in my opinion. Certainly for a comic book film, anyway. And the film itself is pretty good as well. So yeah, there's some random games here, purely because I had no room for them anywhere else. So we've got Prototype, which is a good game, and then FIFA, which I used to play all the time, but I haven't bought it for a couple of years now, I think. I used to be addicted to football. It was my main passion. I was actually pretty good at football. Could have been the best, but it wasn't to be. We also have Assassin's Creed 3, to be more specific, and Prototype, or Prototype 2 I should say, which again, good game. Sorry, I didn't mean to go all Bruce Forsyth then. Good game, good game. We also have Watchmen, which is a graphic novel. And that's in there because it doesn't fit in my book section. So I'll just get these out of the way. Apologies for how dirty these are. They're very dusty, and I have no excuse, to be honest, apart from it's just effort. I'm actually a very clean person, but I clean like the main area. I don't really clean that much in detail. also have this shit, which I bought because I'd heard it was really good, and it's actually, it's alright. If you haven't heard of it, I don't know where you've been, because they play the song at least once a day. I think it's a new law that it has to be played at least once a day. And actually, where I work, there's a lot of kids that come in, and this song is played at least 10 times a day on a loop, along with other Disney songs. I don't mind them so much because I love Disney songs, but I don't know, this song just gets on my nerves. I think it's been too overexposed. I'm numb to it now. It's just, I don't like things that are overrated or overhyped, and this is like the poster child for overhyped films. I think it's this and Avatar. So yeah, that's there because my friend borrowed it and gave it back to me a month or so ago. So yeah, here we've got Pulp Fiction, which is a good film. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it. It's just a really interesting film that keeps you hooked. We have the Matrix trilogy here. The first one is one of my favourite films, and the other two aren't as bad as people say they are, but they're definitely not as good. We have Castaway with Tom Hanks, Resident Evil, The Collection. There we go. These are some of my favourite films as well. I know people don't like them, but I think they're amazing. So I don't really care what other people think. And I've watched this more times than I can remember. We also have Resident Evil Retribution on Blu-ray, which again, had to have it. Also this costume is amazing. The soundtracks for these two films, by the way, are just amazing. Let's see if I can use that word one more time. Star Trek, the new one, with Chris Pine and the other bloke and the woman. Amazing description. See, I got the word in again. We have the Star Wars collection, which I'm not even that big a fan of Star Wars, to be honest, but I bought it because I'd never seen all of them, so I wanted to watch them all and form my own opinion, and they're alright. They're nothing great, to be honest. I don't get the hype, but if people like them, then who am I to say anything? But again, it's another one like Frozen that was just overhyped, I guess. Got Goodfellas, that's a good film. I think that's Martin Scorsese. We've got Tokyo Godfather, which is an anime film. Got another anime here, which is Uran High School Host Club, which is a really funny anime. It's got a that says one of the funniest animes ever, if the feel-good comedy, or it's the feel-good comedy of the year. And it is really worth watching. I definitely recommend it. It's just a really funny anime. The Harry Potter collection, which again, like Star Wars, it's alright. I think they're overhyped, to be honest. They're good films, but they're not like... It's pretty much a religion, Harry Potter. You go on Tumblr and people are just fucking killing themselves over it. Not literally, obviously. Just like all the posts where someone not retweets, but reposts, and then someone comments saying, "I'm dead." That's what I meant. We've got Monty Python's Flying Circus, the complete box set, which again, not everybody's cup of tea, but I think it's pretty funny. I think they're quite hit and miss, to be honest, Monty Python. They're, I don't know. I like some of their stuff, but sometimes I feel like they try too hard to be weird. Some of my favourite films of all time: Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and When Nature Calls. I just think they're so funny. I really like them. Jim Carrey is a legend. That's all I have to say. Iron Man, Batman. Oh yeah, these are all superhero films, I think. Iron Man, Batman, the Tim Burton version. Captain America. I think that's the first one. Yeah. The Amazing Spider-Man, Avengers Assemble, Iron Man 2, which is The Dark Knight Rises, which I actually really like, and I know people they were disappointed by it, but I thought it was just as good as the other films. We have the Underworld collection here, which are really good films again. They're kind of like Resident Evil. I think some people don't like them, but I like anything like that. If it's got mythological creatures and lots of action, then I'm usually there. We've got the Godfather collection. I think that's all 3 films. I'll just double check. Yeah, that's the Godfather 1, 2 and 3. We've got Lord of the Rings, which I really like these films. I've watched them more times than I can remember. I think that's the only real series like Harry Potter and Star Wars that actually deserves the hype. I just think they're brilliant films. And books, obviously. I've got An Idiot Abroad, Blazing Saddles, which those two are really funny. This is a bit... You wouldn't be allowed to make it now, and I think that's why it makes it so funny. Firefly, which is a good show. The Bodyguard. I actually really like that film, so judge me if you want, I don't really care. The animated series of Batman, Season 1 and Series 2. Kick-Ass, which is a really good film. And then, should I show you the other layers? It might be a really long video if I do that. I'm not sure how long this one is so far. Let's see. 15 minutes. It could be an hour long video. these out. Sorry, I should have planned this better, really. What are your favourite films? I'd like to hear. If you just comment. And last ones. There we go. Right. Just check you can see them properly. Yep. Here we have. Oh, this is a game. I think. I don't know what this is. Let me check. Yeah. It's for Hitman Absolution. So that's just a game. But yeah, we have Hot Fuzz, which is a funny film. iRobot, which is a good film. Basically anything with Will Smith in it. Anything with Will Smith and Nick Frost and Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright. They're usually pretty good. Little Nicky, which is so-so. I used to be able to do an impression of him. I'm not sure if I can do it in ASMR style though. Hercules, which is one of my favourite films of all time. I actually watched that the other day. I think it was last Sunday, maybe. It was on the telly, so I watched it and enjoyed it, obviously. We've got Zoolander, which is a funny film. Transporter 2, which is... I actually really like that series. I Spy, meh. Monty Python and the Holy Grail, which again is one of the funniest films ever. Click, which is probably my favourite Adam Sandler film, along with like Happy Gilmore and things like that. I just think it's a really good story. A lot of the stuff he makes now is shit, but this was really good. Kill Bill Volume 2. Again, those films are amazing. Supernatural. I think this is just the first season. I've got the other seasons somewhere, but I'm not sure where they are. This was one of the first shows that I really binge watched. I think I watched all of the seasons within, I don't know, a couple of weeks. I was just hooked to it straight away. I need to catch up with it, to be honest. I remember one of my friends online at the time recommended it to me. So I watched it and I was just hooked. This is Marvel Heroes, which is a Marvel collection, and it's got X-Men, X-Men 2, The Last Stand, Elektra, Fantastic Four, Fantastic Four 2, and Daredevil. I really like the X-Men films, the original ones. We've got a film, Kill Bill Volume 1, Pirates of the Caribbean, Clash of the Titans. I'm not sure if that's the original. Yes, the original. I really want to watch this soon. I haven't watched it in ages. And I think my friend wants to watch it. So I'll wait until they want to see it. Let's put a film. I'll swap that. The Bodyguard can go there. Airplane, which again is one of the funniest films I've ever seen. The Grinch, again, great Christmas film. Enemy at the Gates. I think that's the sniper film. I'll just double check. Yeah, that's the Vitali something. Oh, Vasily, that's it. It's a true story. It's a really good film as well. Oh, sorry. Got Police Squad, The Bourne Ultimatum. I love that series as well, the Bourne series. The new film looks really good. I can't wait to see it. Bear Grylls, I used to love that show. Pirates of the Caribbean again. Shaun of the Dead. The Wonders collection. That's Professor Brian Cox. And it's talking about space and all that kind of thing. Shrek 2. The Incredibles, which is an amazing film. Spaced, which is a great show. You should watch it if you like. Simon Pegg, Nick Frost and Edgar Wright. It's the first thing they ever did together. And then we've got The Notebook, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, Terminator, a few more games, The Office, and the Jurassic Park collection, which are great films again. Kung Fu Panda, Mr. Deeds, and Happy Gilmore. So yeah, that's the first collection. I'm not sure if my parents just came home. Yeah, they did. So I'm gonna have to wrap it up here. I'll do a part 2 when the house is free again with these films. So yeah, bye.